So, as I said before, the last comic haul, I was unsure of whether or not I'd be getting more books because I was thinking that I was like, oh, am I gonna get that gift card from those people, or am I not gonna get the gift card from those people? I did, even though they say we only do it bi-weekly. I think it's because like maybe there's a big, because I still have yet to get a $50 gift card from them. But anyway, I don't complain. I get something from them at least. And but they gave me like a 15 one and a $10 one, and that's 25. But usually they give me at least 35 and an additional one. I think they did. I never did. No, it was just 35 and a 25. Right? I don't know, but yeah, it was only 35. So there was three. Yeah, three emails, and one of them. Yeah. And the other thing about that was because I had seen three emails, there was three different things, but it's just a thread. So I was going to the $35 one, I think it was first or last, and I was like, all right, put it in. And why is that going through? Why is that going through? Ah, I got to email them. And I'm like, oh, that's because they put them all in the thread. So it's you're always gonna get those three emails no matter what. It's 4, 5, or 6. But you'll still get those earlier emails. But anyways, I got prattled on enough. Let's go with the books. Like I got them. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm trying to show them right away, and I kind of failed that. All right, first three are because they're all one series. It's all 3 volumes of The Realm. And then we got probably the shortest Image Comics collection that's can be considered a collection that I own, at least. And this is MCMLXXV. It's a Roman numeral. I don't know what number it is. I think it's 75, but I think I looked at the wrong one. Oh, it's a little thing there. But I'm not waiting till Saturday to get a replacement. Sunday, actually. But yeah, it's actually not that bad. It looks like it's like the other one for the Mighty. It's just like it's not like the book coming apart. It's just like someone slashed it by accident. Yeah, probably the thinnest. Yeah, it's not shortest, but same diff. Probably the thinnest Image Comics book I'll ever own. I think that's thin. But now, and then you saw the thinnest one of at least this collection. Now for the thickest one, Lake of Fire. Now you can tell that there is it's a little bent here. You can tell that there's a theme for it's a historical sci-fi. Weird. But you can tell there's sort of a theme for all these books, and that's that they're all, I mean, technically the realm of sci-fi too, but they're all fantasy books. At least what Image Comics labels as fantasy. It's action adventure, but they said it was fantasy on their fantasy guide. I've been getting into fantasy recently. I really like Rat Queens from Image Comics. What else have I read? I'm trying to think, honestly. But I've read my fair share of fantasy. I like that kind of that kind of spit it out, that kind of genre. I've yet to, and probably because they're so damn long, I've yet to watch Lord of the Rings, the extended editions. Even though I have them on Blu-ray, I've had them for a long ass time. I kind of had no excuse for waiting this long, other than long movies. But what's nice about those, you can watch, like, they have 2 parts, like one whole movie in 2 parts. So and 2 Blu-rays, so you can watch the first part like Monday and the second part Tuesday, which I probably will do when I have like not a week to spare, but per se, but like when I have because I like to read. I'm a huge reader, and if I have the time, I'll read the entire day. Only taking breaks to eat, to watch some YouTube, and then to play some Xbox if I got time. Because like days like today, we don't have as much to read from the library. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do one every hour. But I have a bunch of books to read from the library. I'm like, I want to get those read right away, and I don't care. So it's usually the days I don't have that much time to play Xbox. All right, I think I'm prattling on enough. Let's go over what each book collects. The Realm Volume 1. Now this is like a series. It seems to be like a modern fantasy story. Like all these creatures invade, and 15 years later, it's kind of like a dystopian book. It's action, fantasy, horror, science fiction. That's all of what they say here. It seems to be a very critically acclaimed series, but kind of mixed too. On Goodreads, it got pretty mixed reviews, but on Comic Book Roundup, There was a time that I was checking, and I can't find it for the life of me. But the first time I checked, maybe I just did volume one. I don't know, or issue one rather. But every other place they credit other people or something like that. But everyone was giving it 10 out of 10. They were saying this was so damn good. And then when I got volume one and volume three one day, because it was one of those things where one day I get these and the other day I get these, and it was 2 days apart. So first one was Sunday, Sunday. And today, Tuesday, but nothing got delayed. Today was Tuesday, and then I got the rest of them. But the rest of them were on UPS, so I got them early today. Earlier than I would have for Amazon, at least. So first 5 issues, but Jeff Lemire and Aaron Cooter. I don't know who Aaron Cooter is. I'll check out his book, because he did Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, is he like I think he's an artist. But they both gave good reviews to this book. They said, check it out. And I will. And it's also by Jeremy Huon. It's technically by Seth W. Peck. It's created by... See, it says created by Jeremy Huon and Seth M. Peck. And then they just credit the colorists, the letterers, the editors, and the cover. I know, which is by Jeremy Huon. I know for a fact that Seth Peck is writing the book. Everywhere it seems to credit... Everything the artwork though. Everywhere like the Amazon, Goodreads, I think they seem to credit Seth Peck as the writer for the realm. I don't know who actually wrote it because Image Comics just says created by, and that could mean anything. Faith of Thieves was created by, and actually written by too. It was created by Robert Kirkman, but at least the first volume, Nick Spencer writes it, and they credited Nick Spencer as a writer there. They didn't say created by Robert Kirkman and Nick Spencer, not give you who actually wrote the damn book. So that's kind of weird, but I hope it's written by Jeremy Huon, because Jeremy Huon wrote The Beauty. It's pretty much the reason why I got this book. And I'm just huge into fantasy now, and, as I mentioned before, I lost my train of thought. As I mentioned before, and it was also a series that I was going to get, again, these are books I was going to get for Christmas. I was waiting for Christmas to get these. And now with my gift cards and everything, and a little bit, a few additional dollars I got to give, but that's like allowance, so. I was able to get some of these. I was able to get some of the books I wanted for Christmas early. That's what I like doing. That's why I think it's part of the reason why I like having what I want for a wish list so damn early, because I had it like graduation. After that big spending spree, I had what I want for Christmas now. And that's part of the reasons I want so many damn books, even if it's all just from Image Comics, one publisher. But it's nice to have that list up there, so I can take these off, I'll get these now, get these later, get these from these people, so I can replace those with these. There's so damn many. But yeah, nice to get these early. Volume 2 collects issues 6 to 10. And what's weird is that they say The Struggle with Nira and then Red Mother. And what's funny is that Jeremy Huon writes this Boom Studios series called Red Mother. And I could say to myself right now, oh, I don't think Red Mother is connected at all to the realm. It's just a coincidence. Well, that's happened before with a Brian Wood series, the Northlands, or not? Yes, Northlands. And there's a character in there called Mangus the Black, and he appears in his own Image Comics series. And that'd be okay if both series were from Image Comics, but Northlanders comes from, at least now it does. And actually, it's entirely possible that DC Comics bought them out. That bought that series. You know how like they bought Wildcats from Image Comics, but DC brings you Vertigo, brings you Northlanders, and Image Comics brings you that was it that North? Who's the Northland? I forget what it was called. Oh, Black North. No, Black Road. Black Road brings you Black Road. I may still get that series, but I mean, Volume 1's out of print now, unless they want to get it in stupid used condition. And it's good condition, so I don't want to pay that much. It's overpriced, too. So, I may get the hardcover. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna. I probably should. And just that Brian Wood is not that writer that I absolutely love. I read his DMZ, and I thought it was, actually, to be fair, Black Road is a limited series. But his DMZ seems to be going, like, not seems to be going nowhere, but it seems like they could... What they are trying to tell in 72 issues, in this case 30 issues, I only read past that, they could have told in 30 issues. So I would have been done with the series by now, and they would have been like, because I feel like there's just so much filler, and I can't tell you guys exactly what, it's 11:15 for The Realm Volume 3, I'm telling on like hell. I can't tell you guys exactly what I could have taken out if I was a writer, but I mean, Brian Wood is an acclaimed, long-standing, what do you want to call it, writer. So this is MCLXVV. Let's look up what, into 1 through 3. How the hell can you tell a story in 3 issues? I've heard that's the main complaint people have of this series. That's... It's 1975, not 75. It's 1975, which I think is when this book takes place, which is kind of funny. But yeah, and that's the main complaint I heard about this book, is that they tell this whole story in 3 issues, and everyone wanted more. Everyone was like, you didn't get to tell a story in here, and that's in 3 issues, and not only do I want more, but I feel like I didn't get enough of the story, and it's kind of a waste of time. But got good reviews on Comic Book Roundup, which I kind of trust more than Goodreads. It's just a small book. It's $10. It's what I wanted. And that's the list price, too. It's what I wanted, so I was like, the hell with it. Cheap-ass book, why not? Joe Casey is the writer. Now, Joe Casey, the only thing I read by him I didn't like too much, but it was because it was like it was like one of those old, it was the Last Defenders from Marvel Comics, and I just said I didn't like the book, but I may just get it next time I go to the library. Not this time, I'm going, like, hopefully today, knock on wood. But I'll probably upload the video tomorrow. But the next time I go, the next bi-weekly time I go, I'll probably try and get that book and finish it once and for all, because I never got to finish the book. I had like the first 4 issues, thankfully, but it was like $1 each. I wasted $2 more. Then finally we have Lake of Fire. This is also one that got reviews that said Robert Kirkman and Kieran Gillen said it was amazing. Kieran Gillen saying it was by far the best comic of 2016, which, damn. And this collects all 6 issues, I believe, of this miniseries. See, this doesn't say Volume 1. Some miniseries from Image Comics will say, blank, Volume 1, and it's like, no, you said it was a miniseries, don't be scaring me thinking that it's not. Actually, 1 through 5, not 1 through 6. 1 through 5. So 1 through 5 of Lake of Fire. Now, there's also one that Nearman Condition had on one of his Hidden Gems books. Hidden Gems videos. I don't know if it was specifically Image Comics, but he led me. That Hidden Gems series that he does is what led me to Middle West. And Middle West is one of my favorite comics. It's another fantasy book I've read. Well, not all of it, but most of it. Again, I had 2 out of the 3 volumes in my local library, and then they never will have Volume 3. And it wasn't local library, it was like the Gmail, so it was other libraries giving their books to my library, so I can go there to get them. But that is it. I was 13 minutes too long. And I would say 10 minutes too long. Probably could have done a 3-minute video. Now it's 13 minutes. I want to go to 14 minutes. Because I'm very superstitious. I call it superstitious. Against the number 13. And honestly, it has proven itself to, be one of those superstitions that kind of has proven itself to be like a superstition. The definition of it. Because every time, or almost every time, that Amazon, because I can track the times when it arrives here and arrives there, every time it's been say 3:13 or 8:13 or 10:13, there's been something wrong with the book itself. The Middle West, that came in water damaged. This one was previous time, I guess you could say. It was because I had to wait 2 extra days, and I could have gotten it a day early. Could have got it yesterday. Should have gotten it yesterday. And there was the other time. The other time it was I had to wait till 5 o'clock for the last books. It was 6 o'clock for the last books. And every single time that's happened, there's been one thing wrong with the books. Not it's a little blemish here. No, it's always been this happened and that happened. So I always attribute it with it was 8:13 that arrived in the facility in North Manchester. Or Northborough, Manchester, so. Not Manchester, Massachusetts. Manchester. But that, I say, is that the next comic haul will probably be whenever I want it to be. Not whenever I want it to be. Maybe next week. It all depends on whatever I get for a gift card from them this time. I do have some comics that I want to get, like I really, really want to get for next time. I'm not fantasy this time. I'm gonna be fantasy this time because the last ones I want, that's just more than that. And I'm gonna get that instead. I don't know, but the ones I really, really want are pretty expensive because it's a multi-volume series, and I would have to get a significant amount in gift cards to afford it. Because how much? Yeah, I need to get at least $50 from the Google search people. I am owed some money from, money from points from Knowledge Panel, no points from Knowledge Panel, and they still haven't given me yet. I don't think they even give me the 15,000 I owed me, or was, no, what wasn't even 15,000 because it went like 11,000, and they owe me 16,000. It was 20,000 total. They gave me 5 or 4,000 already. They're really weird. The one thing I will give about Knowledge Panel is my favorite survey taking website that I signed up for because all the others suck. Like, all the others suck. Appen is the worst. Appen says, oh yeah, we'll give you the money, but we're taking this out, this out, this out, this out. It's like, give me $5, so you give me $0 now. I'm not doing Appen anymore. I may just call them and say, hey, I'm setting up your service, gotta take me off, you dicks. Because I mean, I'm getting $5, and they still owe me money too. Like, owe me money too, because I did surveys for them. But they're kind of annoying about it. Them and there's other place that are like Opinion Outpost are like, yeah, you can take a survey from us. So it took you 5 minutes rather than 10 minutes. Yeah, you just wasted 10 minutes, or they say 10 minutes rather than 30 minutes. Yeah, you just wasted 10 minutes of your life because you're not qualified for this survey. We're not giving you money for it. And it's like, why? Like, yeah, you didn't take 20 minutes to do it. It's like, hey, everyone reads at different speeds, so screw you guys. I never took a survey from them ever again. I don't know if it was an Opinion Outpost or there's another one. I just completely stopped getting emails from them. Like I turned it off. But Knowledge Panel is like, yeah, it takes you 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, a year to take these. Well, not a year, but year is a bit too much for them. But if you only take like 10 minutes at most to do, or I'd say. Because some are 30 minutes, but it doesn't matter how long it takes to take a survey. We're still giving you the points. But if they give you more than 4,000, they're like, hey, here's this one for 15,000 points. You gotta wait till they give you the rest of 15,000. They'll give you the first 4,000 right away, but more than that, you gotta wait at least 2 weeks. And I'm waiting more. I just want to say more for some of them. So, I think I got the 15,000 a while ago. I think that was what that was. But I think it was just a survey I got for 15,000. It was kind of a coincidence. But I got the 4,000 for that survey later, so I think that's what it was. I don't know. Because I got an additional 4,000 for no real reason. But that's, as I say, is that. I'm going on for 18 minutes now. But that was my little rant for the survey taking place. So I would strongly suggest Knowledge Panel. When you see their surveys, or you see them, it's like, hey, we want you to sign up. I'd say sign up for them. They're not too bad about their surveys. I mean, you could probably do it at the end of the day, while you're waiting for dinner to cook, and take them right away, But sometimes they are annoying. Sometimes there was one time that I had 3 surveys in one day. I wasn't pissed off because I'm like, give me the points. I got time to kill anyways, so give me the points, and they did. It was nice. So. It's the one complaint I have with them. And the one I'm doing right now is a Google search thing. I forget what the company is called. But it's a Google search thing. They're trying to get Google search to be better. So they're like, hey, search these items on Google. And I only have to work for them 4 days a week. I forgot to do it yesterday. I kind of want to do it one day per week. Because I wonder if that's the reason why I get more books. And more books, more books. But more monies. I don't know. But that stays that. Next video will definitely be, unless I get the points right now and all the gift cards right now, I probably won't. But unless that happens, the next video will be Library Haul. Whenever that is, not Library Haul, but Library Haul. We'll get Library Haul, then the reviews of the books I read past 2 weeks. But that stays that. I ended now because I've been on for way too long. Let's make it for 20 minutes. Fuck it. Oh no, I said the bad word. Now I gotta cut it out. I always it's a weird thing, I always wanted to censor myself, but not the way I'm doing it now. I wanted to censor beeps. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I grew up with in general grew up with the censor beat. There was actually an Arthur episode that put the censor beat. That was one of the most controversial episodes. It never airs anymore on. Oh, actually, I don't know. I'm not watching PBS, but it's like a super controversial episode. And SpongeBob too. And they did dolphin noises. That was that one. The crabs is on and a dolphin noise. It's always been weird to me that even when you censor the language, it's still controversial to people. And yeah, I get it's a kid show, but they shouldn't be learning these languages. It's not like there's any way, any conceivable way a kid could decipher what the characters were saying unless they already knew the language. And hey, guess whose fault that is? They already know the language themselves. Hey, it's your fault, your parents' fault. I've always found that funny. Like it'd be different if like they partially censored it so you heard like say let's say they said damn it or the goddamn it words and they censored damn it, but you heard God, so you kind of knew what it was. But that's how they did that. It was a completely censored, no way of you knowing. The only way you would know is because you're the ones who was saying, oh, they said the F word. How dare them? It's censored. They said the F word. This is calling on from a comment call to me complaining about. This is funny. I should honestly just make myself like a. Yeah, I should just do a stream where I just, like, someone I need to talk to, because talking to myself is a bit weird, but just go on complete rants. But this is really, it's not a rant, it's kind of, just explain to me that kind of funny. But yeah, I always wanted to censor myself. I think it's because I grew up with hearing censored language, and, cinema sins I kind of grew up with, they would censor that language. I said kind of because I started watching them when I was, like, 12 or 13 when they first started, and, I don't really consider it being like 12, but like at 12 you don't really grow up. Like you're not. I don't know. I consider growing up with a show like SpongeBob. I grew up with SpongeBob. It's been around since before I was born, so I grew up with a show. You know, not like something that came out when I was 10 or 12. I didn't really consider it to be I grew up with blank. You know, I mean technically I think it's how you would say it, but in my definition of the word, I guess I don't know. But I never like. It seems kind of weird to me. All right, 22 minutes. I've been going on for a Simpsons episode without ads, without commercials.